Come on, the Australian Open is about fashion. It is about smizing that smize without missing a beat.
A new star is born, Fonseca.
And she's giving it to the crowd too at Key Arena. Oh my goodness!
50th Grand Slam semi-final for Novak. Can hardly believe what I've just seen. Simply phenomenal.
Hi guys!
Morning!
This side, Jannik. This side, mate.
All right, let's go. Arrived yesterday very late, slept all the flight, didn't sleep so much during the night. I'm happy to be here again. It's a very special place for me where obviously many things started.
First days of the off-season, you go back, you remember stuff, and you just like feel like I cannot believe that I'm the one who done it.
Well, it's back-to-back. Australian Open Championships for Aryna Sabalenka.
I left everything on court. I was so empty. No energy left. It was, amazing memories, actually.
Coming back to the place as a defending champion is a nice feeling, it's a different feeling. It's something very special winning a Grand Slam.
And a simply sensational way to win the Australian Open. His maiden major happens in Melbourne.
Life sometimes gives you positives and good things. Sometimes it's tough. The loss of my aunt last year, and yeah, she was a very lovely person. Very.
Come on in. Cheers. I will leave it. You're fine.
In Brazil, we call João Fonseca.
João Fonseca.
That's good. João Fonseca.
My expectations are to qualify for the main draw. It's my dream to play the tour where the top 50 players play. I just want to be me, play my tennis, play the sport I love. But more and more, I think that's the mentality. To reach your dream, which is become #1. The sky's the limit.
I just love represent my country. Everywhere I go, there are some Brazilians cheering for me, calling my name. I just thank them a lot for that. The qualities, winning those matches, gave me a lot of confidence. Things got really nice, and yeah, just very happy.
Waminjika, and welcome everybody to the Australian Open 2025 official draw.
Until you don't make me dance,
I'll get you over there, please. Only if we win, okay?
Okay, with the dance of you.
Excuse me, can we have you pick up the trophies, please? Be ready.
your hands together for our champions, Aryna Sabalenka and Jannik Sinner. So Norman Daphne, free agents once again. For you, Craig, the next steps?
Yeah, we've got to go now and make some decisions over the next 24 hours of what half of the schedule would be Sunday, Monday or Tuesday. Always a difficult decision because players are going to make requests. We got events finishing around the country still, and so that's going to probably take quite a bit of time.
It all gets underway Sunday here at Melbourne Park. Thanks very much for your company and good luck to all involved.
Welcome to Melbourne. Absolutely perfect skies above the John Cain Arena as we welcome in Stefanos Tsitsipas against Alex Michelsen from the US, a rising star. Just 20 years old is Michelsen, already inside the world's top 50, just seconds away from the players' entrance.
Please welcome from the United States of America, Alex Michelsen.
My whole goal was to try and go deep into the Australian Open, and I knew I was dealing with a pretty serious opponent because I've played him before and I've lost.
Stefanos Tsitsipas.
It's obviously tougher to take out the bigger guys in the slams, but I kind of had a game plan of what I wanted to do. These guys they're not going to give you anything out here, so you have to be mentally on your game at all time. I feel like I was winning most of the baseline rallies. I played a great 4-all game and got it done at 5-4.
And in Melbourne, a new star is born. Alex Michelsen picking up the biggest win of his career. More soul-searching for the Greek superstar.
The most frustrating part about losing in the first round of a Grand Slam is that you have way too much time to recover. With my competitive nature, I feel like these type of things are not really ideal for me.
I know I'm probably the 6th or 7th ranked American. I don't really look at it as like a competition trying to get ranked higher than everyone else, but just trying to do the best I can.
Laura Segerman, the world number 97, has taken out the 5th seed, Zheng Qingwen.
A huge upset, and what a way to do it.
And please welcome their opponent, Rublev.
All the superlatives exhausted and all apply to Fonseca. Can he apply the final dagger? Simply phenomenal, Fonseca. Welcome to the top 100. We'll see you in the top 10. Spirithal for Rublev. There is not a lot you can do to stop this man when he plays like that.
I knew it was a difficult match against a top 10 player, and I had no pressure, so I just enjoyed every moment. Now let's go for the second round.
Go.
Caroline Wozniacki wins her very first Grand Slam in a mammoth match.
Winning a Grand Slam takes a little luck.
Oh, dear friend, I know your secret.
It takes the right draw for you, and you obviously have to play incredible tennis. In the end of the day, everyone knows how to hit a forehand and a backhand, but in the most important moments, do you dare to go after your shots?
Sinner's beginning to impose himself.
The winner is going to be the one who doesn't get away from their game plan and dares to stick with the aggression in the most important moments.
It's a 16th win in succession for Jannik Sinner. The world's best delivers.
Obviously, I can improve for the next matches, but I'm happy that I'm through, and it was a tough match.
Big crowd here on 1573 Arena, a lot of them wearing Brazil shirts. Plenty to support Lorenzo Sonigo as well. João Fonseca, 18 years young. Perhaps the future of tennis.
I think after the battle against Rublev, the expectations got bigger.
He has a big power forehand and also the backhand, and was really tough.
My first time playing 5 sets. I knew it was going to be a tough battle. I fought to the end. It was not the result I wanted. I think the experience was the big difference of today.
Sonigo breaks the hearts of the crowd here on 1573 Arena, but what a match we have had.
I think one of the best matches in my life on the Grand Slam.
Lorenzo Sonigo, he's through to the 3rd round. The dream run of João Fonseca comes to an end.
He has a very bright future, and I think in the next couple of years we'll see him a lot more consistently at the top of the men's game.
I just want to thank the Brazilians for supporting me this week. I didn't get the win, but I want to thank them for the support.
US tennis is flying. They have 14 men and 19 women in the main draw. With Pegula and Fritz making the finals of the last major of 2024, expectations were high going into Australian Open 2025.
It's a Fritz blitz, a demolition.
We've got a lot of guys flooding the zone right now. It's really great to see.
It's a lot of fun to be in this era of American tennis.
A big win from a big player. He's found another gear.
Ben Shelton is always a disruptor.
Ben Shelton and Tommy Paul, guys that have played well here in Australia before, making another deep run.
Absolutely impressive stuff from Tommy Paul.
Learner, he's climbed through the rankings very quickly, so I think he's someone we're going to see a lot of on tour.
Bernardine has finally beaten down Daniil's door.
It was either going to be celebratory or like a bingy cope, so it feels better that it's more celebratory for sure.
We've got this young group coming up too with Lerner Tien and Alex Mickelson.
Alex Mickelson, this prodigious talent from the US, getting 2 in straight sets.
Coco Gauff is leading the charge, who still hasn't lost a match this year.
It was a bit of a struggle for Coco Gauff, but gets it done in straight sets.
Not a shovel. Okay, that's a shovel. I don't know.
Danielle's going to be Danielle, and there's no one changing her. If you know Danielle Collins, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
And she's giving it to the crowd too at Key Arena, which won't be taken too well in these parts.
Had to give him a little love,
It'd be great to see Madison Keys have a breakthrough. She's been close before, and she's playing so well.
The win streak continues for Madison Keys. The Adelaide champion makes it 7 in a row.
It's been a really good tournament for the Americans in general, but we really want to win one.
From the USA, Taylor Fritz.
Taylor Fritz is up against somebody who is the ultimate athlete, the ultimate entertainer.
I keep playing for those matches, play big player, big stadium. I think I'm the best athlete at 38 years old on the tour, yes.
That is filthy from Monfils.
He served incredible, mixed up his spots really well. I never could get a read on where he was going to serve on a big point.
Artistic, athletic, and authoritative. He's 2 sets to 1 up against the 4th seed.
My game plan was a bit different. I knew how to slow down, how to change rhythm a little bit.
A glorious choreography.
It's tough to prepare for those situations where you're playing a 3+ hour match in heat against someone who gets every single ball back.
So many beautiful pictures in this sport. Paints a masterpiece today. Monfils takes down Fritz in 4. Hang it in the Louvre.
To be honest with you, it's not even a dream to win the tournament. My dream, is to be old and with a lot of kids and healthy.
tennis is cool, you know. But that's my dream is out there.
Taking inspiration from her husband. A statement win for the Ukrainian as she sails through to week 2 here in Melbourne Park.
I think everyone loves Gael Monfils, and it's been so much fun to watch him do what he's been doing at this Australian Open at 38 years old, and obviously doing it alongside his wife, Aryna Sabalenka. I would like to see them go a very, very long way.
I always wanted to do that.
This is Rockstar.
It's my fourth time here, and I can't get enough. Before I got in as a lucky loser, 10 minutes before the match, I was still laying at the physio table. The supervisor, she called me through the speaker, and she told me, "Oh yeah, Ava, someone withdrew. You're the next one on court." Looking at the score, 5-3, fourth set for Berrettini. After 30 minutes, the match is done. I was panicking, if I'm being honest. I went to the locker room and I just got changed. The supervisor came back and told me, you're gonna get called in 5 minutes. I'm like, what do you mean 5 minutes? No warm-up, no anything. And that's how I went on court.
A late call-up from Germany, Eva Lees.
My dad was playing professional back in the days, so he was actually the one getting me on court. We're just spending the whole afternoon on court, just, I don't know, fooling around, playing. And that's how we grew up.
The 23-year-old woke up not in the draw. And now she moves through to the second round.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I ended here. I feel like the key to playing better and playing on a higher level for me is just having fun. First time, third round. I can't believe it yet. My dad, he left 10 hours before I got in as a lucky loser. He has to work, he has to go back to Hamburg. So he decided he's gonna leave me with mom and my little sister.
The lucky loser continues her extraordinary run.
Having my little sister next to me, she's my favorite person in this whole world. So I'm just happy she's able to see that.
Eva Lees is through to the last 16. What a story.
And now I found myself back in second week, so really, really happy.
Eva Las Vegas. Eva Las Vegas.
It has been some start to 2025 for the 38-year-old Gael Monfils.
I love Ben, you know. I love him. It's always too bad to play someone that you love. But we put the fighting spirit. That's why I want to make it tough for him.
Have you been a little bit injured before the match?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Rapturous applause for Monfils as he makes it one set apiece.
It's been a very long tour for me. Some days are tougher. Today was one where I think I was very close from the limit, and I think I passed it, unfortunately.
That is a huge forehand from Shelton.
Of course, today was way more tougher for me physically.
He's done. 25th retirement coming up here for Gael Monfils, and what has been an absolutely epic start to the season for him.
I'm always happy, you know, always some positive. Always keep in the back of your mind, if you give everything, you need to be happy. So, you know, this is credit to my parents.
And that is a lovely moment. He loves them, they love him, and the world of tennis is a better place when he's playing tennis.
Eva Lees, what a dream come true. Playing on a huge court like Rod Laver Arena against the world #1.
Very good evening to you here from Rod Laver Arena, where we have the 5-time Grand Slam champion Iga Świątek against a Cinderella story in Eva Lees.
I always wanted to play on a big arena. I have nothing to lose. I couldn't be more excited.
Please welcome from Germany, Eva Lise.
No doubt there'd be a lot of nerves, you would imagine, for Eva Lise.
I kind of always respect the opponent and just trying not to change my intensity and the way I play. Managing this mentality is a key for me.
Fast start for Iga Świątek.
It was definitely very humbling in the first set.
And it's very difficult if you can't get Świątek moving.
She started playing amazing. She didn't do any mistakes. She didn't even let me take a breath. She overran me like a train.
That's brilliant.
The pace was a little bit different for sure today. On court, I feel like I can adjust to anything.
And in just 59 minutes, it's Iga Świątek into the quarterfinals.
It's definitely, I think, the nicest week I've had in my life. This is the week I've been working for ages.
It's been life-changing for young Eva Lise. Świątek was just so impressive.
And it was just the momentum that made it so special. So I'm definitely enjoying every second I had here.
You know I'm the only undefeated #1 there is in the world. Came across as a sort of quintessential Australian. The Australian way of playing was a little bit ugly, but we competed. And you fight hard, and you know when you get excited, you get excited. I think I just carried on sort of that type of tradition.
Looking in pretty good shape, isn't he?
When you leave the game and you've done everything you can, that's success.
Oh, wonderful tennis.
If you haven't won a slam, doesn't matter. But you can hold yourself in this high regard because of the way you went about your business and you gave yourself the best opportunity to be the best athlete you can be.
Let's hope this is not the last time we'll see him.
Demon I'm a fan of. He's just no fuss about him. He tries his hardest. He desperately wants to win a Grand Slam. And I take my hat off to him.
It's men's singles quarterfinal action. Please welcome to Rod Laver Arena from Australia, Alex de Minaur.
The awesome Aussie taking on the world #1. Nights like this just simply don't come any bigger.
It's probably my worst matchup, and you can see it in the head-to-head.
Demon detonates one.
You know, at the end of the day, every match it starts with 0-0, and you just try to do your best. No, this is the only thing I can control. I always have to expect something different from him. You know, every time when we play, you never know what's coming. So I have to be very prepared for every single thing, and today I was.
I mean, honestly, is there anything he can't do?
You're trying to go toe-to-toe with him. He's got amazing movement that he can absorb and defend. In these types of conditions, it's even tougher to play against him.
How good is that?
Breaking quite early in each set was very important for me and for my game.
Alex looking for solutions from the corner. Honestly, there aren't any at the moment.
I know that whole crowd has got my back. They want me to go out there, make it competitive. It's frustrating that I can't do it.
Sinner didn't invent tennis, but he is certainly perfecting it. A second semi-final here in Australia for the defending champion. 19 consecutive wins. He is simply the best.
With the conditions a little bit slower and a little bit later at night, it's pretty tough to make him miss or hurt him. And yeah, he was bloody good tonight.
great start Coco Gauff has so far in 2025. Has only dropped one set since her season began. She's looking exceptionally well, but up against a tough opponent in Paula Badoza.
Look, the last 2 times I played against her, and of course it was on my mind. I was a set and a breakup, and the last 2 times she brought her level very high, even better when she was down.
I mean, I have to be aggressive. I feel like that's when I'm playing my best, and that's when, you know, I'll have how I won most of the matches so far the last few months.
Well, she's on the board, Gauff.
I want to be one of the best players in the world and prove that, show that, and be consistent. So that's my goal for this year also.
Oh, unbelievable from Badoza. And she gets the break, Badoza, for the first time in this set.
You know, maybe some moments in the first set could have gone my way. It could have been a different outcome in the first set.
And she gets the first set, Badoza.
Today, of course, maybe I had a little bit less expectations, but I still had pressure because I wanted to win so badly.
You know, it's just, when I play her, I feel like it's just who can do better in those key moments, and today she did better in those key moments.
And she gets the win. Paula Badoza takes out the number 3 seed, Coco Gauff.
I was trying to look up and to see like the crowd and everything, and to appreciate it and to enjoy that moment, because we train for that, and I think it was a beautiful moment.
I think there's just a lot more work to do. Obviously disappointed, but I'm not, you know, completely crushed. I'm looking forward to a lot.
I will step on the court in the semifinals. I don't care against who, and I will want to win so badly. I just want to give my 100% there and leave it all on the court.
I have a set goal that I want to, you know, achieve my dream of winning Grand Slam, and I'm chasing that.
Zverev looking for his 9th Grand Slam semi-final, and he has been playing some lights-out tennis, has the German.
I'm happy to be in that conversation of greats in German tennis. But yeah, Boris Becker lifted this trophy twice. I haven't yet.
Big test ahead for Tommy Paul, the American, looking to try and keep his perfect record against the German intact.
He's 2 in the world. He's ranked higher than guys I've played. He picks up his level at the big moments, and my level, unfortunately, dropped in the big moments.
Zverev salvages the opening set. Paul served for it, couldn't convert.
I mean, he dominated the breakers. I made way too many unforced errors.
7 straight points, brings up 7th heaven for Zverev.
I feel like I stole both of those sets. He maybe missed a little bit more than he should have. I'm happy that I won in 4 sets, because this was a difficult one.
Zverev back in the semi-finals of the Australian Open for a 3rd time. Hard fought, but he doesn't mind a long extended battle.
Losing sucks, always, but, you know, there's good takeaways.
Successful trip down under for Tommy Paul. Is this the year that Zverev goes to better to win his maiden major?
You're not going to get it to semis of a Grand Slam by not deserving to be there. More often than not, it happens to be, you know, a Sinner, an Alcaraz, a Djokovic. I know I have the level. I've beaten them before, and hopefully I can do that again in 2 days' time.
This Ukrainian spirit that I try to show, that I try to represent as well, is something that I feel I am responsible of. to bring the fight is the least I can do.
It is Aryna Sabalenka, who's been on such a run to get through to the quarterfinals, taking on the giant killer, Madison Keys.
I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to appreciate my career for what it has been.
From the USA, Madison Keys.
It doesn't have to have a Grand Slam in order for me to look at it and say I've done a really good job and I've, really left everything out there.
I was extremely motivated to win today.
She doesn't have as much power as Svitolina, but the placement was impeccable.
I'm really happy with the way I've been handling tough physical matches.
Oh, it's classy stuff. What a great set of tennis from Aryna Sabalenka.
I think I started a little flat today. In the second set, I really just started trying to get to the net a lot more. Really kind of take advantage of some of the short balls that I was getting.
Well, that's brilliant from Madison Keys to secure the break.
I feel like I just kind of, ran with the momentum after that.
And this quarterfinals going the distance. It's one set all.
Today, Aryna was playing fantastic tennis, and we both kind of went pro really early. So it's really nice to see all of these people that I played juniors with that, we're still out here.
It's match point for Madison Keys. And Madison Keys into the semi-finals of the Australian Open. And the run continues here down under.
What a terrific tournament for Aryna Sabalenka.
Onwards and upwards for more great results.
Really proud of myself to be in another semifinal here, and kind of hoping and looking forward to see if I can make it one step further.
There's so much history available for this tournament on the men's side, with Novak trying to be not just an 11-time champion here in the Australian Open, but also to be the only person to ever win 25 majors in singles. And bringing on one of his biggest rivals and Andy Murray as his coach just adds a little extra flourish to it. So we'll see if he can do that, because while Novak is a founding member of the Big Three, there's a new two in town, and that's Sinner and Alcaraz.
This is the most anticipated match of this tournament so far. Alcaraz can certainly do everything in this sport, but can he beat Djokovic tonight? This could be special.
Honestly, I felt like I was controlling the match.
Alcaraz gets the crucial break in the 9th game. So it looks like it's going to be an off-court medical timeout for Novak.
It's not comfortable to play someone that you don't know if he's going to retire or not. I felt that he was looking at me more than he was looking at himself.
3 set points. What a way to close out the first set.
In the second set, I had to play a little bit better, just to push him to even more to the limit.
Show-stopping in so many ways. I'm sure Novak's not enjoying it nearly as much.
He started to play more aggressively. After that, it was really difficult to overcome that.
And just like that, it's a set apiece.
Somehow managed to win the second, and then started to feel better, I guess. Towards the end of the second, beginning of the third, started to move better.
Glorious choreography of how he has played this game.
Every set was super close. The crowd was into it. So much energy on the court, it was amazing. Mentally, emotionally, I'm as motivated as I can be.
It is simply stunning. 2 sets to 1 lead in the bag.
At this level, it's really difficult. I think I had my chances. Most of the crucial points, it went to his side.
Novak almost laughing towards his camp. Everything's going my way now.
Playing against one of the best in history of this kind of matches helped me a lot, in the future.
It's a 50th Grand Slam semi-final for Novak. He was compelling. He was commanding.
Just pleased with the way I was able to play against one of the best players in the world. It felt like it was finals of a slam, to be honest. I mean, I wish it was.
So Djokovic and Zverev will go at it in the semi-finals.
Zverev has never beaten him in a Grand Slam.
I'm concerned. I am, to be honest, physically. Let's see how it goes tomorrow and day by day.
Sabalenka going for 3 in a row here is unbelievable.
That's crazy that I was able to put myself in the situation where I have chance to put my name next to the legends. I mean, I couldn't even dream about that.
She's really starting to stand out as the hard court major dominant force.
I feel like I'm coming back to my home slam.
Welcome to night number 1 here in Melbourne with the 2-time defending champion.
People like screaming my name. I have goosebumps every time they scream like, let's go Aryna. It's incredible to feel that support here.
The vibes are right for Sabalenka. She's in a great mood. She's laughing. She's having fun with her team. They're dancing.
She finally gets it done.
And when she's in that kind of mood, she normally walks away with some big hardware.
The players are coming at her, and she's defeating them one by one.
This lady is still on course for a three-peat. A 2-time defending champion survives. She'll take on her very good friend, Paula Badosa, in the last 4.
Aryna Sabalenka has obviously been feeling very much at home here in Australia and Melbourne.
And welcome to ladies' semi-final night.
As we progress in the tournament, she's looking sharper and sharper, hitting the ball cleaner, heavier, harder.
Paula Badosa playing in her very first Grand Slam semi-final.
When you play against world number 1, they're like bringing you to the limits.
Friends will become foes here on the Rod Laver Arena.
It's always tough facing your friend. She played incredible tennis.
What a forehand that was.
First set was really tight.
When I broke her twice and I was 3-2 up, I felt like, okay, I'm back.
A very clean end to the set from Aryna Sabalenka.
In the second set, she started to be very, very aggressive. Everything she was touching today could become gold. Credits to her, congratulations to her. If she plays like this, I mean, we can already give her the trophy.
A devastating display from Aryna Sabalenka. Sees her into a 3rd straight Australian Open final.
I'm super happy to be in the finals. I really hope it's going to be a great battle.
This lady was in merciless mood.
Świątek has been really just bouldering through and playing extremely well. At times, I almost get nervous that it's gone almost too quick for her.
What a match we have coming up. Iga Świątek, the number 2 seed here, up against Madison Keys.
My whole goal today was that no matter what, win or lose, I did what I wanted to do. I followed the game plan, just kind of take in the moment a little bit better and stay a little bit more present.
World number 2, Iga Świątek.
I've been feeling better than previous years here. I wanted to win this one. You know, this match was long, so it had many different changes of momentum, and I think it was like kind of 50-50.
It's a good set of tennis from the world number 2.
I didn't want to have any regrets for not really laying it all out there.
Well, things getting interesting now. And we're at 1 set all.
I would be lying if I said that there wasn't doubts.
And it's Świątek with the vital break deep in the 3rd set.
I just kept telling myself that doing my best and leaving it all out there, that's the only thing that I can do.
So it's match point for Iga.
Wasn't feeling as free as on previous matches to push in important moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 10-point tiebreak will now be played to decide the match.
I really was just so focused on what I wanted to try to do. And just kind of stay as close as I could in that tiebreaker until the end.
The win of her life, Madison Keys, is into the Australian Open final.
The big thing for me has just been knowing that there are going to be a lot of moments where I'm uncomfortable, and that's okay, and I can still also play tennis through that. Just really proud of myself for that match.
I did everything I could, I wouldn't say like I flopped or I don't know, I should have won it.
It is a massive Friday here at the Australian Open. Looking for a record-extending 11th final here. He's only ever lost once at this stage to Jannik Sinner last year.
Novak Djokovic, no matter how many years he's been on tour, and no matter how long he's been playing and how old he is, you can never count him out.
I always, look for the highest goal, to reach the finals and fight for a trophy.
I have nothing but respect for him. I absolutely admire him. Very intense and very high-level first set. With a lot of running, with a lot of long rallies, a lot of winners as well.
Hour and 20 minutes to get to set point. I think this is it. This is it. It's over. He has had to withdraw after just one set of tennis. And it is a stunned Rod Laver Arena.
Wasn't to be this time, and that's okay. I cannot throw away all the incredible memories and results and achievements that I have achieved here over the years. Australia always will stay in my heart as the best slam that I've ever played, and as long as I feel that I want to put up with all of this, I'll be around.
And then there were three, the world number 2, waiting for the winner of this contest in the final. Offers Ben.
He was serving for the set, and the tiebreak I tried to play very solid, which then gave me confidence for the next couple of sets.
Sinner saves 2 set points to steal the opening set from Shelton.
Obviously, you're playing the number 1 player in the world. The chances, the windows are always small.
Ruthlessly efficient.
I know that I have things still to improve. I have certain areas where I can get better, and that's why we work for now.
He takes a 2 sets to love lead, does Sinner.
Sinner, Alcaraz, Novak, on their bad days, they figure it out.
It'll be a 3rd major final for Jannik Sinner.
There are only 2 men standing, and you just try to play the best tennis possible. It's a long way to come here, and now it's only 1 match left. Finals are very, very special.
Good? I just turned 15 and I became world champion. So I went from being a very successful young age group swimmer to being the best in the world. And it wasn't overnight, but it was in a short period of time. It then meant I went into the Sydney Olympics as, the favorite, with the expectation and the assumption that I would win at the Olympic Games. People didn't realize the level of pressure that you feel, the expectation, the weight of that expectation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the future of women's tennis right here, 19-year-old Madison Keys.
From a pretty young age, I kind of felt like if I never won a Grand Slam, then I wouldn't have lived up to what people thought I should have been. And that was a pretty heavy burden to kind of carry around. And then it started to really kind of weigh on me more, where it was, what if I never do it? Like, if I don't do it, am I considered a failure? There was a lot of stuff that I had to work through personally, just because of all of the pressure that I was putting on myself with that.
I tell people, if you're going to have the weight of the nation on you, you want it to be behind you, spurring you on rather than on your shoulders, weighing you down.
It's a full house here on Rod Laver Arena. And Aryna Sabalenka has been here and done it before. Taking on American Madison Keys, the giant killer.
Finally kind of getting past that hurdle of the semifinals and getting back into a final, I just felt like this is my moment. I can absolutely do this.
Ready? Play.
Well, I think she played super aggressive, and it seemed like everything was going her way, and I was just trying to put the ball back.
Well, that's a handy lead now for Madison Keys. It's a double break.
I think when you get to the point of finals, it's trophy or nothing. Nobody remembers the finalists.
So Aryna Sabalenka has taken the second set, and this women's final is going the distance.
I just kept telling myself, be brave, go for it, just lay it all out on the line, and no matter what happens, if I do that, then I can be proud of myself.
That's a highlight shot from Madison Keys.
I think everything kind of happens for a reason. I kind of had to go through some tough things, and I think it just kind of forced me to look at myself in the mirror a little bit.
Madison Keys, you are a Grand Slam champion!
Being really honest and actually getting help and actually talking to someone, and not just about tennis, but about how I felt about myself. I honestly think that had I not done that, then I wouldn't be sitting here.
And that is the agony for Aryna Sabalenka. So close for a three-peat.
It had nothing to do with pressure. You always play with the pressure. It's like something you used to live with. So I hope that next year I'll hold Daphne one more time.
I didn't always believe that I could get back to this point, but to be able to do it and win is just, it means the world to me.
Wait, I just have to understand where this one starts. No, I love driving. Doesn't really matter what car. Sometimes after practice sessions, I take my car and I drive a little bit. It's a nice way to relax. I started to play also some golf, so I'm usually the golf buggy guy. Let's don't crush. All right, have a good one, okay? Thank you.
Part of being successful is being prepared for the success, then be able to manage it once they do have it.
The defending champion, Jannik Sinner, is looking for his third consecutive hardcourt major title.
He's the best player on hardcourts right now. The facts speak for themselves. He's in a different universe right now.
When you've accomplished everything that you ever set out to do, you have to redefine what success looks like.
I don't want to end my career as the best player of all time to never win a Grand Slam, that's for sure.
The two best players on the planet in one of the greatest stadiums in the world. That was pretty special.
You can see, on hardcourt I feel more comfortable, no?
And the heir to the Big Four's crown takes the opener against Zverev.
You know, when you get up, one set, this gives you, the confidence.
I really thought I had a very good chance because I was feeling good. I was feeling like I can compete.
Both at their brilliant best. And everyone taking a breather as we arrive at a second set tiebreaker.
Tiebreak, got a bit lucky there, but how I handled every situation on the court was very nice.
Precise, perfect and powerful, and that is Sinner all over. And he's all over Zverev. 2 sets to love, he leads.
Jannik is better than me at the moment. It's as simple as that. He moves better than me. He hits his forehand better than me. He hits his backhand better than me. He returns better than me. He volleys better than me. He completely outplayed me. He deserved to win today.
Championship point. It's a second for Sinner down under. It's a third major, and he was quite simply unstoppable.
It was an amazing run again here in Australia. I'm extremely happy. Sharing this with the team here and family and the people I love, it's amazing.
Elation and desolation in these moments.
I'm from a small house in a small village with an amazing family, which I was very, very lucky to have. I believe we are the inspiration for younger people, but that's it. No, we are not changing the world. Why change ourselves with success?
The Melbourne Australian Open have put on a show like no other.